Hey guys, it's Syndicate here, and I'm finally posting it. It's a M.O.A.B with an M14, and I got glad I got round to posting it. I've talked about it quite a few times, and I'm just going to throw it out here because I've actually watched the gameplay over. And as a secondary weapon, I do have the FMG, so it is kind of it's half an M14 and half this secondary weapon that I have. I would loved it to have been, you know, all the M14. But for up close battles on a map like this, the FMGs did come off like really powerful, and you know, helped me out a lot. And if you go back to when I actually did get this, like a few days ago, this is where everyone wasn't like insulting them as the most overpowered weapon in the game. And to be honest, if I've got the choice of having an M14 and having to lose out on every close range battle I've got, because this gun does fire pretty slow. Someone said, you know, you could put rapid fire on it and do really well with it, and I'm really gonna jump online in a minute and try that out, because I'll get hold of that M14 and see how much damage I can do with it. But yeah. This is kind of like talking about overpowered guns in general. A lot of people don't like overpowered guns when they're being used against them. Like, I'm happily using the FMGs here, and I'm like, I don't have a problem in the world with them. You know, I enjoy using them. They get me out of situations that I won't be able to get out with the gun I'm using as a primary, in this case being the M14, and especially having it silenced. With having it silenced is great because I don't give my position away, like, hey, look, I'm over here. Because with this gun, if you miss like the first few shots when you're firing them, or you know, miss any shots in general, your position is pretty much gone. They'll turn to you, and then you'll panic, and then you'll just start missing loads of shots. So by having a silencer on it, you can pick really accurate shots. And because I'm using quite a low sensitivity, and this goes against everything I've ever stood for in Call of Duty, and that is having a low sensitivity. I've always said higher sensitivity is better, and I'm gonna always try and stick by that, because I still think I'll be able to do good on this, you know, like on Modern Warfare 3 with playing on insane sensitivity, because I always have done. It's just something I've always enjoyed, and I will probably go back to it towards the end when I'm, you know, at 10 prestige or something, because I will be going the long haul. Some people are staying on, you know, at the first prestige. That's their choice. I'd rather go the entire way, and yeah, just enjoy the journey, I suppose. But like on every Call of Duty, like I said, I've always played on high sensitivity, just because I like to be able to turn on an enemy, like say they're behind me, I can easily just spin around, take them out, you know, and it'd be no issue whatsoever. But on this one, I've just seemed to be able to play in like a 3 sensitivity or a 4 sensitivity, you know, something seriously low. And I know 4 is actually classed as high, and I did try playing on 1, but that is just like playing turtle speed, and I was just like, you know, turtle speed is just not the way for me. I'd rather be able to turn a little bit, and it actually really improves the way you playing on a lower sensitivity, because instead of running into a room and then turning when you're in the room, you can actually like pre-look into the room a lot more and be a lot more like accurate with all the shots you take, you know, because if you flick your analog stick, you're not just gonna go like flying in the air somewhere. You're just gonna keep still and keep composed and everything, and you can win a lot more gun battles. And I think it is a good thing. It's up to you and, you know, like your opinion on what you prefer. And this guy in Last Stand is a boss. Luckily I managed to jump out the way there, and that is actually because I'm using a controller with a jump button on the back of it. If you've never thought of getting one of them, guys, I really advise you do. You might be like, why? But having a jump button on the back of your controller, you know, not having to move your thumb from like your analog stick to be able to aim or move, you just hold like your trigger, press the button, and you can jump out the way. You can play a lot better. You don't see me jumping around all the time, but in a situation like that, when I actually think, oh, I could actually, you know, get out of this situation by using it, it pays off, and it's definitely something I'd say look into, but I don't know what his dead body did there. So I'd say if you are struggling with like your accuracy and stuff like that, I would say mess around with your sensitivity a lot, you know, because when you find that exact one you're happy with, like Call of Duty 4, insane, hands down, easily. Modern Warfare 2 was insane, hands down, easily. Same with World at War. But when it came to Black Ops, I was just like, really couldn't control even a FAMAS, even though it was overpowered. I just couldn't control it. I was just raging because I couldn't control this FAMAS. And, you know, like any gun that I choose to use and everything. But I kind of lowered it on Black Ops to a 7, and then when I was on 7, I was really happy with that, and, you know, it did seem to do really well. But that also pushes me back to, you know, weapons being overpowered. But I'm just going to sum it up like this, guys. A lot of people can rage at what gun a certain person uses, and it'll always be to the case of when they're getting owned by that gun, that's when you'll hate it. But when you're using it, you'll absolutely love it. So it's one of them cases of, you know, just deal with it, just enjoy which gun you use, and it shouldn't really matter, because if someone uses just the FMGs against me, I can easily beat them with, you know, any other gun. If someone's using the Type 95, I can easily beat them with any other gun. I managed to get a M.O.A.B here in this case, using this and using the secondaries. I did try and mix it up, you know, like a fair amount of kills with each gun, but, you know, it was primarily the FMGs, but I did get, if I was going to say, you know, it was 12 kills for each set of gun, I would say it was 12 kills. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll show you the rest of the game here, but I do want to know your opinion on like overpowered guns, and I know some guns have been nerfed in the past, and some people really do want to see like guns in this game nerfed. I, however, personally don't. Not just because they're the guns I use all the time. I love to mix it up. I don't really want to go for a M.O.A.B all the time with the same gun. It just gets boring and repetitive. I know the Type 95 is really powerful and the FMGs are seriously overpowered secondary, but then again, I can counter them with a good assault rifle, and even a sniper who can do quick scoping can counter the Type 95. All these is a secondary as well. So I just want to know your opinions on that, guys. I've been Syndicate. Hope you've enjoyed this M.O.A.B. I've been wanting to get it out for a long time, and if we could get 5,555 favourites for my 5th M.O.A.B, that would be absolutely awesome. I've been Syndicate. Peace out.